Hey guys, Ala Esther Levy here, and today I'm recognize your level of crazy and manage it with EQ when dealing with 4th of July. So first I want to celebrate and I want to acknowledge and wish everyone a happy 4th of July. And I want to acknowledge all the people that made this day possible, that so many of us have a day off on this beautiful sunny day. Maybe you're in a place where it's not so sunny, so I'm sorry about that, but you have a day off. And all because some people made a really big sacrifice in their life to create an opportunity for so many of us to feel freedom in a way that we can enjoy a day without work, and we can just, have this day. So anyway, I want to acknowledge those people, and again, I want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. The next thing I want to talk about is recently, I don't know how many of you have seen, but there's a new political candidate out there. His name is Robert F. Kennedy, and he is the nephew of John F. Kennedy. And I'm not a political person, so this is not a political video. This is actually a video to appeal to every single one of us as a spiritual being on a human journey. And why do I bring up this candidate, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? Because recently I saw a speech made by him that was so inspiring. It brought me to tears. And why was it inspiring? It was inspiring because here's a man who has had so much trauma in his life being connected to this family, the Kennedys, they've had a lot of trauma in their life from all kinds of assassinations, right? Sickness, death, like a lot of us. A lot of us have those kinds of traumas in our families. But here's a family who has been committed to the service of all of us. They've been committed to bringing peace and unification and freedom through their work as attorneys, as presidents, as public figures. And they have repeatedly put themselves out there in a way that has made it possible for the rest of us to live in some sort of freedom in America and in the world, quite frankly, because America has a very big impact on the rest of the world, and I'm sure many of us know that. So right now, our world is in a really funky state. Let's just be straight up about that. Our world is in a very funky state. And what he said was so inspiring, and I don't know if you saw it, but if you didn't see it, I would highly recommend you watch it, and maybe I'll even put a post of that video down below this video so that you can watch it. But it basically appealed to all of us and asked us the question of what is it that we want to continue? What is it that we want as a people? Do we want to continue this madness of constant separation amongst each other here in America? Living in this constant polarization between one another because of politics, because of all kinds of views and all kinds of, whether it's religion or political or idealism or whatever it is, these constant separation philosophies that we have. We barely even say hello to each other anymore when we walk along the street. The other day I was driving to the office and I noticed a bunch of trash along the street, like literally a bag of trash just exploded all over the street, And it was just disgusting. It was disgusting. And it made me very sad. And I did want to stop and go pick it up. But truthfully speaking, like everybody else, I'm busy, right? I'm busy. I'm busy trying to survive. I'm busy trying to get to the office. I'm busy trying to serve my community and help people that need my help. So what I'm asking, and this is what he asked of all of us, is it's time to look inward. It's time to look inward, and it's time to ask, what is it that we want? What is it that we want? Do we want to continue to live these lives of separation where everybody's just hating on each other, upset with each other, there's no unity, and that affects the rest of the world? Or do we want to finally stop this and come to a place where we were always meant to be, which was heaven on earth? Heaven on earth. We were never supposed to even come down here, to be honest with you. If you want to talk about, a deeper layer of it, spiritually speaking, we were never supposed to come down here. But we did. We thought we could do a better job than God. We thought we could do a better job than the Creator. So we had a thought, and boom, there we go. We had the fall. Some people may agree, some people may not agree. This is to those people that do agree in that philosophy. So here we are, guys. Here we are at a crossroads. The world is on fire. There's nothing but mass shootings all the time at schools. Our kids are dying. People are dying. There's constant drama with all kinds of things going on every day. Political leaders are fighting like idiots instead of setting an example. And this is where we're at, guys. This is where we're at. So I ask you, where are we at now? Where are we at? Because here's a great man who's running for office. And, excuse me for a minute. I'm just going to shut that down. Give me a second here. I'm sorry about that noise. But here's a man who's running for office, and nobody knows. Nobody knows if he'll even make it past the primaries. Nobody even knows if he'll get into the primaries, because the powers that be, the evil powers that be, will never allow it. But we the people have to decide once and for all, what is it that we want? What is it that we want? Do we want peace? Do we want to stop this chaos? And that means with us too. That means our own level of crazy, because it's our own level of crazy that causes these dysfunctions in the outer world, in our own lives, and then it affects the outer world that we live in. So it really comes from each one of us. And so we have to make that decision. So I know it's the holiday. I know you're probably going, Esther, give it a break. Doesn't this bitch ever rest? And excuse my language. Doesn't this girl ever rest? And to be honest with you, I do. I do take breaks and I do chill out. But I needed to just put this out there today. I needed to put this out there today because I really had a burning desire to share my feelings about this. And especially on 4th of July. And these are the anniversary dates. One second. These are the anniversary dates of John F. Kennedy and the brother Bobby, of when, they did a lot of political things. I don't know the exact dates and all those things, but, RFK was talking about that these are the anniversary dates for a lot of these things having to do with his uncle and his father's political life. And so he's coming out during this time, and it's pretty surreal. It's pretty surreal. I myself felt like I was in the 1960s, experiencing something very profound, something very, very interesting that I did not live through back then. I was born in 1970s. So I was 10 years off from that time, but here I am again, which means that history repeats itself. Which means history repeats itself, which means, as he said, these problems were made by man, these problems have to be fixed by man, okay? And it's a metaphor for meaning humans. So for those feminists or people that have a problem with that comment, it means it's for us to fix. It's for us to fix. No one else can fix these problems. We have to fix these problems. And it starts with each one of us, and that's what he invited us to do. Look within. Look within and see what is it that we can do to start moving forward and to start moving things forward. And that starts with selecting leaders that will do the job for us, that will help us do the job. So I know the political campaign is just starting out. There's a lot of interesting candidates out there. I like a few. I like one other person. I'm not going to state all about my political beliefs and all that. I'm just going to say that this particular person has inspired me to see that if he's speaking out, then it means it's possible. Because if he did not speak out, then it's not in the ethers. It means it's not possible. The fact that he's speaking out as open as he is and bringing out information that he has been bringing out, it means that it is possible. It means that we do not have to have a defeatist mentality. We don't have to have a defeatist mentality. So many of us have a defeatist mentality, as if, oh well, it's over, screw it, why even work on it? That's exactly what we're here to fix. That's how we're going to make it back home, guys. Okay, so we have to work together. We have to work together. And one last very important thing. We are all on the same boat called Earth. This is one boat. This is our home, all of us. No matter what country you're from, no matter what race you're from, no matter what idealism you follow, we are all one people on this place called Earth. And it is up to each one of us to take care of it and protect it, okay? And work together to maintain it and survive and make it better than it's ever been. And the fact that he's speaking out, it is possible. It is possible. So with that, guys, I'm done on my soapbox here. I really hope that it's touched some of you to possibly make some shifts. And maybe the next time we see some trash on the street, maybe we can do our part and maybe pick up a little bit, or maybe even stop it from happening. Maybe we can stop our friend or neighbor or whoever from throwing the trash on the street. And whatever else comes with that, whatever other negative actions or behaviors comes with that, maybe we can stop it. Maybe we're motivated enough to stop it and make this world a better place through peace, through harmony, not through fighting, guys. Enough fighting. We've done fighting. We've done that enough. It's time for unity. It's time for peace. It's time for communication. It's time for healthy conflict, healthy disagreement, healthy debate. All right, guys? So with that, as always, when you know and understand yourself, the world will know and understand you too. And remember, what's the best that can happen? All right, guys. See you soon. Happy 4th.